What's going on, guys? It is Steve with Mouse Secrets, and this should be kind of like a fun little video. It's one I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, really over the last couple of days. I've been speculating on it to myself a little bit. I've mentioned it before in some of our live streams or whatever, but with all the news about Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening, or getting ready to open, but it's been going through its pass holder previews, its cast member previews, and so forth. They've had their hiccups and this and that, so a lot of the news has kind of been dedicated to that here the last couple days. However, I think like something else is going on that might be, maybe not getting quite the attention that it deserves. At least I haven't seen many people talking about it. But it's about basically that. And I want to make sure I correctly say this. This is it used to be the Reedy Creek Improvement District. So I have to remember, like, it's the new names now, but it's the Central Florida Tourism Board, which is DeSantis's new tourism oversight board for the Walt Disney Resort here in Orlando. Basically, like, they've kind of buried the hatchet between the Disney company and DeSantis, that type of thing. And it sounds like basically, like, on Wednesday, they agreed to Walt Disney's plan for how they're going to spend $17 billion over the next 10 years at the Orlando Resort. Now, the way I understand it, it's like $60 billion total is what Disney is planning to spend resort-wide, worldwide. But here in Orlando, roughly like $17 billion. So apparently, like, that's kind of all been settled at this point now, and the Disney can kind of start going forward with their expansion plans or whatever they're thinking about doing. So I was just reading an article. Actually, I saw it originally come from Deadline, but then yesterday I saw another article come from Forbes. So I actually got the Forbes article pulled up, and that's the one I want to take a look at with you guys real quick. Because I'll be honest with you, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty, if you're a Disney fan, pixie duster, and I guess technically I fall into the Steve's a pixie duster. Like Steve, Suzanne, in my household, we're pixie dusters, right? Like we upped and moved to Orlando years ago, basically to be closer to Disney and so forth. So, anytime I start seeing like a little talk, and you can see the article behind me of a fifth park. Well, darn it all, that's a little bit exciting to me. So that's why I want to take a look at it. So this article is from Forbes, authored by Suzanne Rowan Kelleher. So let's see here. Okay, so on Wednesday, the DeSantis appointed board overseeing the rebranded Central Florida, let's say they have a typo there, Tourism Oversight District, agreed to allow Disney to move forward with its long-held plans to invest up to $17 billion in its sprawling Orlando resort. Just to give you an idea, like $17 billion is a lot of money. I know, like, nowadays in the world we live in 2024, the billion number just gets tossed around left and right. Like, billion here, we'll give a billion there, we'll spend a billion here. But I think I was looking up recently when Disney built Animal Kingdom Resort, the Animal Kingdom theme park, which of course was the last park that was built and opened in Orlando. I believe they spent just over $1 billion to build that. Galaxy's Edge was just over $1.2 billion or something like that. To put in perspective, but I guess like you're talking about 20 some years ago for Animal Kingdom, the park, the last one they built to spend $1 billion, factoring in like inflation. Let's just say like today that'd be like $4 billion, $5 billion. I don't know. Obviously inflation's through the roof, but $17 billion is a lot of money set aside for like the next decade. So it says the plans include potentially expanding Disney's footprint with a fifth major park, fifth gate, and as well as two smaller parks, such as water parks and hotels. Obviously, if they're going to build a fifth gate or another full-on theme park, you're going to need more resorts, or you would think they would need more resorts for that. And, as for more water parks, I don't know. I think you could kind of throw that one up in the air whether Disney needs another water park at this point, considering a lot of times Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, they're not even open at the same time. Like Disney just has one going while the other one's being refurbed, or, it seems like nowadays, like especially post-pandemic, rarely do you have two Disney water parks open at the same time. And they've also got huge competition up the street with water parks too, with Volcano Bay, and Aquatica is big down here because at least for locals, Aquatica is very cheap. You can get some awesome deals on tickets for Aquatica. Let's see. I'm just looking here, scrolling down. So Disney has committed to spend $60 billion on its parks worldwide over the next decade. We now know how much of it's coming to Florida, which is a $17 billion earmarked to Orlando, which includes new attractions on expanded sites at Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. So assuming that they're referring to beyond Big Thunder Mountain, so those ideas that we've kind of had touched on, the Blue Sky projects from last year's D23 or the one before. I know I'm getting so confused with Blue Sky. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. The Beyond Thunder Mountain stuff, the Villains Lands and this and that, and bring in a Cars Land or something like that, or Cars Attraction. Honestly, there's so many rumors about it. I kind of just like whatever's going to happen. I'll wait for something official. Hopefully, we'll get another month or two at D23 this year. But it says as well as new hotels. Beyond that, Disney hasn't revealed any plans. Just because Disney has the authority to build a fifth park doesn't guarantee that it will. Here we go. So I read it in the article. The last time I knew, I just could see $1 billion to build the Animal Kingdom Resort or Animal Kingdom theme park. The last time Disney added a major theme park to Orlando Resort was in 1998, when they built the 580-acre Animal Kingdom Park. Reported cost of nearly $1 billion. Wednesday's agreement allows Disney to get on with its expansion plans while also letting DeSantis normalize relations with the state's biggest employer. Then they go on talking about how Disney had the plan to, up in Lake Nona, to bring a lot of their corporate level jobs and stuff to Central Florida. That deal all kind of fell through when Disney was at war with the state and state was at war with Disney. But now that that's all settled, who knows? Maybe they're going to go forward with something like that. So anyway, talking about the fifth park, because I know we talked about it a little bit before here on Mouse Secrets. My thought is always this. So, well, number one, obviously we know Epic Universe is opening up the street from Disney, up the street from my house, not too long from now, coming along really, really quick. Supposed to be here next year. I mean, that thing is going up so fast. I could even see maybe we'll get some previews before next year. I don't know, but Epic Universe is going up like crazy. It's the talk of the town. Everyone's excited for it, whether you live here or not. Everyone's excited to see what Universal's going to do with Epic Universe. And I'm sure Disney would like to get some of that momentum back by announcing a fifth gate. So maybe something happens at D23 for announcement of a fifth gate. I don't know. I've kind of touched on this before a little bit, and I go back to they already have their four major parks here in Orlando. And if by adding a fifth gate, does it actually help Disney all that much to have the fifth gate? Whereas I've always said okay, let's just say the average American family vacation is 7 days. I probably should have looked this up before I started this video, but let's just say it's 7 days is the average vacation. You need a day to travel down, a day to travel back. That gives you 4 park days, 1 rest day, or a day maybe just to go to Disney Springs or do a ride over to the Cape to see a rocket or go to the beach, right? So if the average family vacation is 7 days, adding the fifth gate to the Orlando Resort, how much does that benefit Disney? Or does it just cannibalize one of the other parks where people are still only going to come here for the 7 days, so they're just going to skip Animal Kingdom, or they're going to skip Epcot or Hollywood Studios. They'll just skip one park to do the new one. So I don't know yet. I think, though, ultimately, I don't think that matters. I do think that the fifth park is coming. That's just my personal take on it. I don't know why. I don't have anything to back that up. Disney, I know they're building a fifth park. I have no idea. But there's just part of me it's time. It's been so long. They have so much land. They're holding on to so much real estate down here, undeveloped land. They have more than enough room to build an awesome fifth gate. It'd be cool to see Disney build something with modern technology, being that the last Animal Kingdom was what year? 98. Okay, 98. I mean, how much has technology and stuff improved since 98? What could Disney do? Then I tossed around the idea, though, what would even be the theme of a fifth theme park? There was always build a Star Wars theme park. Well, obviously, that never materialized. We got Galaxy's Edge. And arguably, a lot of people think Galaxy's Edge is kind of a bust. A lot of people aren't happy with what Galaxy's Edge is or what was built. I've seen the idea of, build a Marvel park. I don't know about that one either. I just think you just pigeonhole yourself into something so niche that let's just say Marvel's cool now, but what if in 10 years nobody cares about Marvel? Now you've got a gigantic park, not just a land, dedicated to one IP. That could be an issue. So I don't know, dedicating a park specifically to one type of IP, like a Marvel theme park or something. In my opinion, I don't think it's a great idea. Maybe a Marvel land or something. Obviously, they have all their issues, though, anyway, with Universal, with being able to build something Marvel related down here. I don't even honestly understand how that all works, how they can do it, whatever. You get some Guardians attractions or something, but they're always having to skirt the deal they have with Universal or whatever. So I don't even know, like, what do you guys think? That's why I said, let me throw this video together. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, what would make an awesome 5th Disney park down here? I don't know. Like, I was thinking about this morning before I switched this video and started recording. I was like, I don't really have an idea. I don't know. Like, I'm talking about, like, not a land. Like, you could say, like, okay, make a Villains Land, or make a Marvel Land, if that was even feasible, or something. But, like, in an entire new dedicated park. They already tried the studio route. They've got the animal route. You've got your fantasy park. You've got your your Epcot, which is just a unique thing in itself. But I don't even know, like, I don't know what would be like a 5th park. So let me know in the comments down below. And I was going to say, next time we do our stream from the house, another live stream from the house, I think it'll be a great thing to discuss with you guys. Like, what are your ideas for a 5th park, a 5th gate? I want to know what you guys are thinking, because I'm really stumped. Like, I think it's coming, though. I do think, like, the 5th gate announcement is coming. I think they have no choice. You could say, like, okay, $17 billion to spend over the next 10 years. Let's just say they have to, spend $5 billion of it, $6 billion of it, whatever it's going to cost them to build the 5th gate, maybe another 1 or 2 resorts nearby in case if it's a little further away from some of the resorts that are on property now, however, whatever. But I still think it leaves them plenty of money left over to renovate what's existing, to modernize what's existing, to refurb hotels. I mean, we were just in the Animal Kingdom Lodge last weekend. It's a nice room, but it's dated. It shows its age. It's chipped. It's nicked. And I'm sure you find that all across resort property. There's just a lot of stuff that's getting older. I told that, me and Susanna were talking about it last weekend. I told her, I said, when I go to Disney now, I feel the age of it. It's not fresh anymore. Now you could say, oh, it's because you live here. No, I mean, like, it feels dated. A lot of Disney World feels dated, or it feels older. Like there is a lot of things that could be, that needs to be modernized, redone, repainted, like, just, it feels dated. It needs work. So I think that $17 billion is a huge budget for them to work with and to build a 5th gate. I think it's coming. I think we're going to get a 5th gate. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm pixie dusting or something. Like, I really do think, like, it's long overdue to build the 5th park here. My only thing is, I go back to, is it just cannibalized? Like, does it make sense for them to build a 5th park? Will they be just opening a 5th gate for marketing purposes, just to steal the limelight back from Universal? Does it just cannibalize another unpopular park? Like, whatever the least popular park is in Orlando, like Disney Park, do people just, I'm not going there, I'm going to the new one? So I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, but comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. This is pretty cool. And it looks like, the process may be getting started. So, all right. Take care. Have a great one, guys. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Notifications are on. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below. I want to know what your 5th gate idea is. Have a great one. See you in the next video. Bye.